Goodbye, Guitar Center. Unsweetened banana chips. Oh yeah, we're ready to roll. A little bit stale, just a little bit stale. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Your boy has officially quit his job. So if you don't know, I have spent the last like 6 months or so working at Guitar Center. Here's a video about that if you want to watch it. And it's honestly been an overall great experience, I will say. I learned so much while working there. I feel like my knowledge of music gear and music in general has expanded so much. Just constantly being around music gear and around really talented musicians all the time. It's really benefited my knowledge, which has in turn benefited my videos that I make on the channel and my YouTube content and everything. I've also had access to a lot of cool gear as well and got to try out a lot of new guitars and new pedals and all that kind of stuff. And ultimately the thing that I think I'm the most thankful for is all of my coworkers and all the amazing people that I worked with when I was there. Basically everybody there is just so knowledgeable and supportive and welcoming and friendly and everything. You hear a lot about the typical Guitar Center employee who like doesn't pay attention to you and just blows off your questions, but none of the people there are like that. They're all super helpful and knowledgeable. So if you're ever in the Oklahoma City area, definitely go to that Guitar Center because everybody over there is great. Probably won't see me anymore, but you'll see a lot of the people that I worked with there. Which brings me to my next point of how amazing it was working there was meeting all of you guys. It was a very surreal feeling getting to actually meet some of you guys that watch my channel and support my content and what I do and everything. Half the time I honestly don't even realize that there's like real people watching these videos. Sometimes I forget I'm not just like staring into a camera and talking to myself for no reason. So if you ever came up and said hi or recognized me or took a picture or anything, shout out to you because you're the best. Even when I got the job in the announcement video, I'm pretty sure I said the reason that I'm working the job is so that I can eventually quit the job. It was never meant to be like a long-term thing where I work at Guitar Center forever. It was basically my first like real job that I've ever had because I've been doing YouTube and music and content and everything pretty much full time since I was like 14 or 15 years old, which is pretty darn crazy if you ask me. That's like almost 10 years. And there were obviously things that I didn't like about working there. You know, it was definitely a stressful environment at times, but that stuff's like really not a big deal at all. It's kind of what you expect. If anything, the thing that bothered me the most about working there is that I just had this like deep-seated gut feeling that this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I honestly had the same kind of feeling when I was in high school. For those of you who don't know, I graduated high school early because I literally just couldn't stand to be in school anymore. It just seemed like such a pointless waste of time when I already knew that I wanted to make music and make YouTube videos. Like I knew what I wanted to do when I was like 14 or 15 years old. So I felt like me continuing to go to school was just taking time away from the thing that I actually wanted to do. And working at Guitar Center kind of brought back that feeling to me where I'm spending my time on something that isn't really what's gonna make me feel fulfilled and what makes me passionate in life. When it comes down to it, basically all of the decisions that I've made, from graduating early to not going to college to moving to Oklahoma, they're all driven by the idea that I am trying to pursue my dream, essentially. So yeah, I just kind of felt like I needed to go back to that and do what was best for what's gonna actually make me fulfilled in life, which of course is making videos and making music. Obviously the video title of I quit my job to make music all day is a little sensationalized because I don't just make music all day. I certainly am gonna have more time for that now, which is amazing, but I do a lot of other stuff on a daily basis. I upload short form content daily, and of course just balancing out life stuff as well. And you guys have probably noticed that the uploads on the channel have been a lot more frequent since I quit Guitar Center like 2-ish weeks ago now. So yeah, I'm really excited to be back doing YouTube again full time now and really just going harder than ever at it. We're really close to 100,000, well not really close, but like we're getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. So that's the goal. It would be freaking awesome if we could hit that. I never tell anybody to subscribe to the channel or like the video or whatever. I feel like every creator says that in their videos and everybody's just tired of hearing it. But if you'd like to subscribe and help us hit 100,000 subscribers, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I think another one of the most valuable lessons that I learned working at Guitar Center is just how seriously I have to take the YouTube thing. Because I feel like I was just kind of at a crossroads where I had a choice to make of whether I wanted to keep giving a half effort to YouTube and the stuff I actually care about, or really start like taking it seriously and treating it like a full-time job. And I've felt more fulfilled in the last 2 weeks than I have in much of recent time. I guess working there was kind of like a wake-up call to me to see that, like, hey, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. And having a job where you have a boss that tells you what to do and you have to be there at a specific time and do what they tell you to do kind of sucks, and it's just really not for me. It never has been. I'm not wired that way. And I know that's like the total cop-out artist thing to say, oh, I'm just not meant to have a real job. My brain doesn't work that way. It sounds super corny, but that's just like the truth of who I am as a person. So yeah, I really feel like at this point in time, my work ethic is a lot better. And I just have an even greater appreciation for YouTube and everything that I've built and we've built together here on the internet. And obviously I've put in a lot of work over the last like 10 years or so, but also like I couldn't have done any of this without you guys. So obviously I've never not had an immense appreciation for you guys, but that's even greater so now. So yeah, you can expect to see a lot more videos, a lot more content on the channel, a lot more music from me as well, because I really do feel the happiest and most fulfilled when I'm just making cool songs. You also might see some more sponsorship posts from me on the channel, just because your boy's gotta eat. But I still stand by everything that I have stood for before, where I'm not going to promote any sort of AI bull crap, because I personally absolutely hate AI in any form, but I think it has zero place in art or music at all. But if companies want to send me cool stuff and pay me to try it out, I'm more incentivized to do that now because I don't have a job. But I'm not gonna be a sellout. My channel is not just gonna be like a walking ad page. But either way, it's really hard to state how much I really do appreciate you guys. And the fact that you guys have just stuck with me through anything and everything. A lot of you have been around for a long time and we have basically grown up together. It's pretty crazy and pretty surreal that we've come this far and we still have a long way to go. But I have a strong feeling that 2026 is going to be a great year, maybe the biggest year yet. But nonetheless, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I probably sound like a broken record talking about how much I appreciate you guys, but legitimately I think it was my last day at Guitar Center. I just had this like overwhelming feeling of gratitude. I just am so thankful for everything that I have, that I've been able to accomplish on this channel. And it's not like anything crazy. I don't have like 1 billion subscribers or views or whatever, but this literally is my dream life. And I couldn't even imagine going back in time and telling my like 17, 18-year-old self, hey dude, like keep going because this is what your life is gonna look like one day. I truly don't think I would have believed it, because it's pretty unbelievable to have a bunch of cool music gear and a cool studio setup and be able to like play drums and stuff. It's honestly really incredible, and I am just like overflowing with gratitude for you guys and for just everything in my life. So yeah, this video is probably all over the place. It probably has no coherent structure or organization at all. But nonetheless, I truly appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate everything you all have done for me, whether you realize it or not. You guys have changed my life. This YouTube channel has changed my life. I would not trade any of it for the world, and I'm just so thankful for everything. Thank you guys, seriously, you're all amazing. 2026 is gonna be a huge year. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.